For enough gas flow for a combination boiler, new 22mm pipework should be run from the meter directly to where I would put the boiler, because if you look outside, there's an old flue from an old boiler out there. This wall would have to be broken open, and your cold water main supply coming in is right on the other side of that wall. It's easy to get the pipes around the flat into the bathroom and to the radiators from here. There's drainage here for a drain for the boiler, so it's a really good location. Either put it here with the flue go out, or
we're trying to get rid of this wall. Great.
Okay.
Do you want to say something about the lead pipes or anything? Or?
Well, you got lead mains. I can't get this off. Underneath, you got lead mains coming in, so you leave them, but you replace the stopcock and the pipework. All the pipework would come out, and all new pipework in the right size, because you've only got 1.5 bar of pressure coming in, so we've got to utilize the flow, the biggest flow rate we can for a combination boiler to perform the way it should.
I think
just come out.
Well, that's going to come out. Is that a problem up there? Do you think that pipe thing?
I don't know what that is. That's redundant. I don't know what that is. A gas point. You want to preserve the floor in the hallway.
That's right.
Getting across with pipes is difficult. Well, it's impossible. So the pipes will have to come around the back from where the boiler is. Tee off for your bath and your sink and your toilet, wherever that is. And then continue the two central heating pipes, get them under the floor in this room. And then
and we'd have a little heating thing here.
You put a towel rail there. Or something. Or radiator. And then the pipes will come under and tee up for wherever the radiators go, and then go around it basically in a circle. And hit all three rooms on that side. So it's pretty straightforward. You have to decide on the radiators, and I can give you very basic heat loss calculation, meaning the output you need in each room.
Great.
Because I've written down the rooms already, so I could do that for you. That's it, really. I mean, just radiators.
What about these gas nipples things? Do you got thoughts on these?
Oh, show me. It depends on. You got to open up the wall and see where they are, and then I would open it up, and if there's actual gas flow, I have to find the nearest connection inside the wall and tap it off.
Or just leave them.
Or just leave them. Some people leave them, some people do something about them, but you can't open up a can of worms if you're not planning on doing anything to this wall.
Leave those. Great.
Like I said, there's lead there too. So I don't know where that might be. The main coming in, and then it goes round to there. So if that's the case, I would connect up new pipework there. And have just looking around it, whether there's old gas pipe. No, these were solid fuel fires. So no, you won't have any old gas pipe. I overheard potential competitor here talking about Valent boilers, which is my brand. But you said you want to be economical. So, they are dear. Even the standard one is going to, with the flue and controls, is going to cost over $1,000, just under $1,000, plus VAT. So if you want to go with something cheaper but decent, with just a wireless room stat somewhere, you're going to save probably £300 to £400. So, but I found the mid-range boiler that I'm happy with, and it's a good company. They're a good company to deal with if anything goes wrong on the warranty.
What are they called?
Volkera. And they're decent for a mid, not the cheapest crap. And not Mercedes, like some like a decent Ford Focus. Souped up.
And what size camera would we need to get a decent?
24 kilowatt.
Really, in a place like this, because it's quite a lot of that area.
That's the smaller size. And when they say 24 kilowatt, they're talking about the hot water output. Like you can range the heating down to, this place probably need 10 to 12 kilowatts of heating, if that.
Oh really? So even though it's got lots of outside walls, lots of windows.
I mean, it depends on the radiator sizes too. And the other thing is, you want to get these radiators. They're very expensive. Right. I just did a house in Tottenham where they got the hospital rats. They found a company that does them.
Little rats,
And they're a nightmare to deal with. The company. It took them 15 weeks to get them.
No.
They came. They were all wrong. They were supposed to be tapped and sealed. They weren't. they sent it back. I'm not gonna be there till right before Christmas to do it. I did the job in June.
Wow.
So you gotta be careful with those. And if you're not gonna live here for a long time, I think they're throwing money away. I think if you're gonna flog this place, you put in standard rads, and if people want fancy rads, it's easy for them to get them installed.
The thing about fancy rads, sometimes you're trying to sort of get people to sort of get emotionally interested in a place.
And put one beautiful one somewhere.
One.
Go to a scrapyard, get an ornate one, have it sandblasted.
Okay.
I'll fit it out.
Okay.
Test it, and then put it in
this living room.
It's the living room. So you put a showpiece, you put it there.
Okay.
And the rest of them in the bedrooms, nobody go. Especially if this is like a rooming situation.
Yeah.
Right. No one's going to see it. So you either put one in the kitchen, or you put one in here, and you make that investment rather than
loads and loads. Yeah.
It's going to cost you, a couple of grand for those radiators.
Okay.
Whereas standard rads for this place is going to cost about $400 or $500 just for the rads, plus the valves. So you're talking about £600.
Okay.
Barring the fancy one.
Fine.
So
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radiators is going to cost it's going to cost about $350.
Wouldn't it make sense to sort of like if you've got 2 windows, have one under each window? What's your experience?
No, it's the demand of the room.
Yeah.
And the size of the radiator.
Yeah, just the look of it in terms of
it will look nice, but I think it's a waste.
Okay.
It depends on what you want to do with this place. If you're going to flog it,
So I like the idea of having a fancy radiator there. So in this thing, one big radiator there would work.
You get a 1000. You can go to a scrapyard.
Yeah.
There's a good one in Acton.
Okay.
And he's got piled up, right? And you find one, and then you pay him. He sandblasts it. It's beautifully shined and everything.
Okay.
And then I do the fittings on it.
Cool.
3 other people help me carry it. They weigh more than you and I put together.
Okay.
I mean, you could put a 1 meter one here.
Okay.
That high, like 600. Yeah, 600 high, beautiful centerpiece. Just finish that off. You don't have to put it, and then I'll heat this room.
Really?
Yeah. But what are you gonna do about windows? You gonna repair them? You gotta do something.
We'll get onto the windows.
But do something. This room is gonna need about 2 kilowatts.
Yeah. Because those are outside walls.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably.
You think it is? Yeah. Okay.
It might not be cavity wall, but if it's 2 bricks,
yeah.
It shouldn't be that bad.
Okay. Cool.
And this gets sun too. So
cool.
Side of the house.
Wow.
And look at these other rooms.
You're a star there, Will. Look at that.
Yeah, this room needs a kilowatt and a half.
Kilowatt and a half, you reckon?
This room needs kilowatt and a half. I didn't say they don't need that one needs less than 1 kilowatt. You put a radiator under there.
Does it make sense to have 2 in here?
Or one double. Because if you're going to put a bed here,
what?
You put the bed here. If someone gets out of bed, there's going to be a radiator here. If you put the radiator here, then it's not in their way.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Or you put the bed there. I mean, it depends on the layout.
Okay, I probably have the bed down here myself.
The door's unless I would shift the door around the other way.
Okay.
What is that? 6 foot?
Yeah.
6'6"?
Yeah.
Well, it'd have to be. The bed would have to be here for it to clear.
Yeah. Well, I could do.
I mean, you could put 2, but it gets overkill.
Okay.
This
fine.
room doesn't has 1 outside wall.
Okay. And
you want to keep costs down.
yeah. And yeah, we've done that one. That's a 1. And in here, 1 big one, maybe.
Well, no, just like if we went here, it would be a 600 by 600 double.
Oh right. Imagine you have a table here. You people may as well sit here and make use of the light. So
if you have a table here, you put a vertical radiator here.
Vertical radiator. Okay.
Flat panel vertical radiator.
Really?
Well, it depends on, once you get a kitchen layout, let me see it and I'll recommend.
Okay. Cool.
You're obviously gonna have the sink here because the water's there. But it'll go across, right?
Well, it's actually we'll
It's coming out.
No, yes, that's going to come out, so it'll all be along that wall here.
So the kitchen will be that big.
What?
The kitchen will be up to here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So